Ladies and gentlemen, the wealth transfer is still happening. It has not went away. This stuff isn't a trend. You got to keep on keeping on because, listen, when that Asian gentleman told us that you're going to be back, you're not going to do anything, you need us, we said, okay, no problem. Hold my iced tea. And we'll show you better we can tell you. And a lot of them have been upset. They're still talking about it with this wealth transfer. Some of them, their businesses are starting to shut down because of it. Because listen, their bread and butter was the black dollar. Now, there's been reports where some of them say, okay, well, we're going to try to harm the black beauty supply stores by not allowing them to have access to any kind of supply. Well, here's the thing. You aren't the only person that got supply. And you aren't the only person you have to go through to get to the supply either. There's many ways to get supply. That's number one. Black people making products every day. So we will, the moment that you try to cut us off of something, we always going to innovate. That's what we are. That's who we are. We've innovated this whole nation. Products isn't nothing for us to innovate. But let's go to the next thing. This one brother, reports have been saying, I'm going to say alleged, has been saying that now allegedly some of them are vandalizing their stores and trying to put it on us, which don't sound too far off. Because remember during the pandemic where they was claiming that we was out here just attacking them and it was not even true, or it was some crazy person. They was all wearing the same red hoodie when they did it. Like just some old plant, like, some agent type like crap. You know what I'm saying? What black person, like every black person wearing the same hoodie? Come on now. That don't make sense. Black people have no reason to do anything to nobody. But let's check out what our brother has to say, and let's get back to definitely the power of our black dollar.
I called it. I told you so. I called that weeks ago. I told you that Asians were going to start destroying their businesses and blaming the black community. And now it's happened. I've just seen a couple videos that are making their rounds of storefronts with the windows and stuff being broken out of, and clearly they're blaming the black community. And these are all happening in different states across the country, but they all have one thing in common. They have no recordings of the incidents whatsoever. In this technological age, not one of those establishments had any video whatsoever of their place being vandalized. Funny, isn't it? Nobody wants to believe that Asians would do this and go this route. Just like nobody wanted to believe that Asian dude would burn a cross. But he did. I didn't hear any backlash from that for real. We don't need to torch and burn businesses and vandalize businesses because pulling our money out and watching you fail is way more satisfying. Nice try, though. What else you got?
What that brother said toward the end, that is a whole bar. Like, we don't have to go and commit crimes because vandalizing and looting is crime. We don't have to do that. Listen, we didn't figure out the cheat code now as a community. Like, bro, we ain't got to go out there and do any uprising or nothing. We just pull our money out and just sit back and watch what happens after it. That is our power right there. But Dr. King showed us our power a long time ago. The power is in your dollar. That's where your power is at. And black people spend a lot of it. And a lot of people want that black dollar, baby. And if we take that dollar away and permanently keep it within our community, whatever we spend our money on is our business. But circle it in our community. Trust me, we are the people. We got enough money. We got an estimated almost $2 trillion buying power. They want every bit of our buying power with our dollars. You understand? So if they are doing this, allegedly, if they are doing this, then what I say about that, look, you can commit insurance fraud if you want to, but yeah, them folks don't play about the insurance fraud. You will go to jail. And yes, I did see the story, I think was out in the Chicago area with the Asian dude that burned the cross and all of that. The only reason he's doing that to intimidate black folks, I guess. Right? Like we ain't intimidated by that. It is what it is. You touch us if you want to. But, alleged insurance fraud, okay. They're going to have you locked up for that. You thinking, oh, well, I don't want to sell this, I don't want to just go out of business. Maybe I can get a payout off my insurance. Yeah, that's some scheming and scamming. Yeah. And that, you know what I'm saying? But that's not going to work. Here's the thing. All you had to do is treat black people right. That's all you had to do. All you had to do was just be respectful. Listen, nobody agrees with theft. I don't agree with theft. Don't steal, okay? And I'm not saying you getting on somebody trying to steal in your business. I'm not saying that people got to be in your business, doing things where it's not right, so you trespass them. I don't take an issue with that either, and most black folks don't take an issue with that. But when you're criminalizing black people who's coming to shop with you at your business, you're following them around the store, right? And watching them every aisle or whatever the case may be. I mean, shoot, don't you got cameras? Put cameras up. You can watch everybody with cameras. If you want to hire a loss prevention person, then hire them. And they say loss prevention, just like Walmart or Target or whatever. Hire a loss prevention person. Or if it's a family member that's loss prevention, okay, put on a loss prevention shirt or hat or something. And then if somebody says something, hey, well, we're watching XYZ, no different than Walmart. Walmart watching everybody, but they watch you on the cameras. And they catch you stealing, they're going to wait till you almost get to that door, and then that's when they're going to get you. You know what I'm saying? They don't even follow you everywhere. They just watch the cameras. But that mentality some of them have, the fighting, all this, and black people are tired of that. They're tired of that mentality. So a lot of black people have pulled out their funds. Not all black people have done it because, we got some hard-headed black people. They're still doing what they're going to do, but that's okay. LaSherica, and shout out to LaSherica on AfroWire AI, did a video about how you don't need the majority to do anything. 25% actually makes complete change. 10% of black people puts enough the idea out there that can get it even to the masses. That's just 10%. 10% could change the mindset. Just 10%. So all we would need is just 10% of black people participating. But when we get to 25% participation, then that's when the snowball effects happen. Then everybody start feeling the group pressure to participate in that said thing that you're doing. So if we have just even a good 10%, 20% of black people participating, 25% in the wealth transfer, that's going to put enough community pressure where it's going to convert the other 75%, if that makes sense. And we have to understand, we have to tell them we're doing this for the respect and honor of our community. Bring our black dollars home to our community. It belongs home. Our dollar belongs in the black household. I take my black dollar, give it to another black person. You take your black dollar, you can give it to us. One great way you can give us the black dollar is that you could join our African Diaspora News Channel app. You could join that. And that's a great way to support a black-owned, a foundation of Black American-owned media company, right? And you circling your $9.99 or maybe $99 for the year or whatever what you like to get. You're circling your dollars within the black community right there, and also helping to create black jobs. Because the more support we get, the more black jobs we can create. So that's circling money in the community right there. When I go to a black-owned restaurant, I'm circling the money in the community. I'm taking my money and go eat some good food, or whatever you got. You got a good lounge or whatever you got. It don't matter. Or maybe you have a good service that I need to get. Like I just ordered from the sister some more of that great lemon butter lotion she got. That stuff, boy, I had to order it from the sister. So I'm circling my black dollars back to another black person, right? That's what we do. We circle our dollars in the black community, ladies and gentlemen. And there's nothing these people can do. They can cry, they can complain. Word on the street is they want to add, they want to try to tell the government to add to the hate crime thing they got about, saying that it's a hate crime not to shop with them. Like, what? Like, that's what allegedly people saying. I said alleged. If that's true, I said if it is, how the government going to enforce that? They can't force me to buy it with nobody unless they have a government approved store that we have to shop at by law, but they can't do that because that's not a function of the government. But y'all just hold the line. Let them do whatever. They want to commit insurance fraud, that's on them. They ain't got nothing to do with us. Hold the line, can continue the wealth transfer into the black American community, and that's it. That's it. If they want to jeopardize their freedom, that's their business. At their business, not ours. But it's just amazing the lengths people will go through, allegedly, to possibly try to salvage something. No, all they had to do was just treat black people right. That's it. And the relationship will be fine. Then they want to keep saying, "Oh, why is it about, why are you making it about Rick Child?" If you think it's only about Rick Child, that means you didn't pay attention to nothing. And it's not our job to go educate you about the decades upon decades of disrespect, unalivings, hurt, maim, all that. It's not our job to educate you. You go get the information yourself. But yeah, brothers and sisters, this is a interesting dynamic right here that we're looking at. But the wealth transfer is happening, and we need to bring that $2 trillion